Yes, yes, what can I do for you? Busy, busy. No time for chatty, chatty. I'm waiting for you to follow the map we found after using the furnace. I'm sure it will jog my memory and maybe result in a few trinkets for you. Who knows? Ha! I'm looking forward to this. Remembering things long forgotten is like getting to open a gift twice. More memories are hidden in this lot. Interesting. Keep going. I begin to think there is a lot at stake here. Yes, yes, I see things so clearly now. Interesting. No actual destination, but my memory is plotted again. Good job. Well, another exciting adventure. No new devices to build, but I have more than just memories to show for it this time. Exotic fuel for the furnace. I hung a net out. Wait, I have nets? Yes, I do. I have a lot of things. Oh, good thing, too. We can use this stuff. With the proper configurations, these new elements can produce spectacular effects. Ah, you should be glad. I see what you mean. It does seem to be a rather complicated number of hoops to go through just for some shiny baubles, even if baubles are always nice to have. Perhaps more will be revealed with further operation of the furnace, like how the map for the last trip appeared. There must be some plan in place. Lord Lao wouldn't leave such a thing unattended for no reason, much as I would never leave the marvelous dragonfly at the side of the road. Certainly. It's just a flick of a switch, and I'm reasonably sure the trip isn't even doing any irreparable harm.
legendary strike.
A most intriguing place. All right, all right. Have a look around, or whatever it is you do. Come and find me when you want to go back. You are getting to be quite adept at manipulating this machine. If I were Lord Lao, I'd have made it a bit more obtuse, so people work harder for their supper. I'm beginning to think you have learned all of the secrets the furnace has to offer. What? Oh, I'm sure it's nothing.
I always figured he'd end in some kind of explosion.
Well, there's nothing like mortal danger to jog the memory. Anyone up for a flight to the edge of perception? The memories, they are seeping in. I see patterns, schematics, explosions, lots of explosions, and someone seeking rescue. Lord Lao. That's why the furnace is here, why the configurations are spread across the Empire. When it was safe for his tools to be used, it would be safe for him to return. Lord Lao is imprisoned, locked away so his inventions could no longer challenge the works of the heavens. It's an insult to the inventor spirit. We must fly. I don't know. Yes, and no. Who knows what such an assault can trigger? I suppose I should be dead, but it's not the first time. Perhaps I've grown resistant to such energetic assault and surprised my assailant with my resilience. Whatever the case, I have a vision of a new wind map. It goes nowhere and everywhere. We have to destroy the force holding Lord Lao in check. Yes, that would be ideal. Although we will quickly move back into a place like this. This route, I don't think it can be represented on flat paper. We should go now. I do not think the furnace will function again until this is resolved. Yes, yes, what can I do for you? Busy, busy. No time for chatty, chatty. I am ready when you are for this very serious endeavor. Imagine it. We are about to embark on an effort to rescue the greatest inventor the Jade Empire has known. As dated as some of his concepts are, I look forward to meeting him. Perhaps I can suggest some improvements. Prepare yourself. This route is much stranger than any I have seen before. Clearly, we are not bound for a terrestrial location. This is very strange. We're on the trail of something nasty. Lord Mao better appreciate this. I want a celestial wrench for my trouble. What manner of beast are we following? I'm a little worried. Well, I'm not sure where we crossed from the living world to the celestial, but we seem to have made it back in one piece, and with startling revelations, too. Yes, we need to discuss what was discovered. Yes, well, it seems the entity holding the memories of Lord Lau is vanquished. The great artificer was imprisoned for insulting heavenly works. Unjustly, I might add. He is free. He is somewhat disoriented by the process. Oh, and there is perhaps something else you should be aware of. He is me.
That is the most laughable thing I have ever heard.
I suppose I should have been more concerned with having no memories before the last few decades, or a century. Come to think of it, I guess I'm pretty old. There was always so much to do. It never seemed to matter where I was from. I'm not even sure what I did to earn this fate. I must have stepped a little above myself and angered the celestial bureaucracy. In the time before their wrath filtered down, I built the furnace to point back to myself. I don't think I'll give them cause. I like it here. So many things to build for so many small problems. All the interesting big-scale things are already built. And I have an interest in seeing your endeavor through to the end. For curiosity, you understand. And I could possibly improve the yield of the furnace. I brought 2 unspoiled gems from our flight to rescue, me in the void. The eyes of the void. Or the glare of the jerk that locked me up or something. Very volatile fuel. With my new understanding of the furnace, you now have a configuration unrivaled. But there is risk. Combined with this fuel, it may damage the furnace. So, continue using the furnace as it is, or risk its functions on the most powerful effect it can produce. Well, if I built it, and I guess I did, I'd fix that restriction first. The rules of inspiration defy such logic. That is why a single flyer is greater than many, and duplicates devalue the whole. The furnace is what it is. I'll make something better, but adjusting this one will require monumental effort. It is not designed for adjustment. Certainly. It's just a flick of a switch, and I'm reasonably sure the trip isn't even doing any irreparable harm. A most intriguing place. Very well. In the meantime, I will try to see if I can learn anything more about this interesting machine. I can always bring us back here later. Yes, yes, what can I do for you? Busy, busy. No time for chatty, chatty.
Good. My father has much to answer for. I know he will explain everything, and if Death's Hand is there, I'll have some words for him as well. Kang, those flags that I gave you, the ones with the royal seals, mount them on your pile of scrap and let's go. I don't want to waste any more time.
Yes, ma'am, no argument. Garish flags to stop the turrets. Just no yelling while we fly. The space is small and it echoes loudly. Yes, Princess. At your word.
We must hurry to my father. This entrance allows me to come and go as I please. There are no guards or sentries here to hinder us.
No! No! No!
What is that little demon host doing now? We don't have time for this.
The time has come, mortal. I won't share this shell anymore. I'll destroy you, Chaikar, and her mind as well, if I have to.
Aknatanir sisakui ni rui kupafita. Kupawuk takti ir. Opanir nisa irpan.
You think your treachery will kill me, mortal? It will only set me back. As long as the corruption remains in this world, I will endure. I'll die, along with this stupid girl.
Kupthirtir son pono suuku ir sir sisitsu toir ok.
Longsword! Yeah!
funai ir natawowo. Sonsi kun wan pifir kut aku kawuk ti ir.
Well, I'm glad to see you are back. What was all that about?
Wahiyan wowo ir funai ir natawowo.
I am glad to see that Wildflower appears well. It must have been a very disturbing experience.
No more than our own if we don't get moving.
Yes, while you were elsewhere, a servant tried to warn me against entering my own home. We need to confront my father as soon as possible. I am restricted within my own home. The arrogance of what Death's Hand has done knows no bounds. Regardless, this path will still be the least fortified. You go ahead, but only take one other with you. The rest should guard the rear and only fight if needed. I do not want a full war within these sacred walls. I would prefer to be up front, but if not, I will catch up if there's anything important to say. Come, let's go. Is ancient. Some say it was a celestial gift. It shouldn't be misused.